You've probably seen the headlines about a possible $2,000 tariff dividend check promised by President Trump. It sounds exciting, almost like another stimulus check. But the big question is this real? Will Americans actually get this money? Or is it just a campaign promise? In this video, I'm Noah Lorenzana, and I'll explain what we know, what's still unclear, and what it could mean for you. Recently, President Donald Trump has talked about giving American households up to $2,000 per year. The money would come from new tariffs placed on foreign goods brought into the United States. He calls it a tariff dividend and says it's a way to return money to Americans while also protecting U.S. industries from cheap imports. Here's the basic idea. The government collects money through tariffs on foreign products and then uses that money to send cash payments to Americans. But not everyone would get the money. According to early reports, higher-income families may be excluded. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent suggested that families earning around $100,000 a year or less might qualify. Nothing has been officially confirmed yet, but it seems aimed mainly at low- and middle-income households. This payment is being described more like a rebate or dividend, not a traditional tax credit. Think of it like cashback. You pay higher prices because of tariffs, and then the government gives part of that money back to you. Most likely, people would need to file a tax return to receive the payment. It would probably be based on your 2025 tax return, which you file in 2026. Seniors who don't normally file taxes would likely still receive the payment through direct deposit, since the IRS no longer mails checks. So what exactly is the tariff dividend? In early 2025, President Trump brought back and expanded tariffs on foreign imports. These tariffs are supposed to protect American businesses and reduce dependence on overseas goods. But it's important to understand that tariffs are actually taxes paid by American importers, not foreign companies. These importers usually pass the extra cost down the line, which means higher prices for stores and customers. Although the tariffs bring in billions of dollars, that money ultimately comes from Americans themselves. And unlike the pandemic stimulus checks, which were passed by Congress, this tariff dividend doesn't yet have any official legislation behind it. Now the big question, will you really get a $2,000 check? Right now, it's only a political promise. There is no law, no official plan, and no timeline. Just statements and interviews. Trump has suggested the payments might come in 2026, possibly before the midterm elections. That lines up with the timing of 2025 tax filings. There's another major issue: the Supreme Court. A case is currently being reviewed to decide whether Trump's tariffs are even constitutional. If the court rules against them, the funding for the $2,000 checks disappears. Prediction markets give Trump's tariff plan about a 30% chance of being upheld, so nothing is guaranteed. Even if the checks happen, there may be an economic downside: inflation. Tariffs make goods more expensive, and giving families extra cash could push prices even higher. So you might receive $2,000, but end up paying more for everyday items. In the end, the tariff dividend sounds helpful, but it's not free money. It's money collected from higher prices, then returned to you. For now, it remains a political promise, not a confirmed benefit. But now you understand what's really going on.